by Williams Zelim Ground Forces Base, Israel after finding what they described as an entrance to Hamas tunnel under a house evacuated in Northern Gaza. Israeli army engineers filled the passage with gel exploding and hit the explosive. The explosion swallowed the building and sent smoke from at least 3 points along a nearby road. In a region of Beit Hanoun, the gel spread us and exploded everything they expected in the tunnel. A briefing at the Zelim Ground Forces Base in Southern Israel said, when it does not use ammunition to map the bunkers, access to the shafts and tunnels, which both sides say they work hundreds of kilometers under Gaza, prefers army audience robots and other remotely employed technology. The officer could not be defined in accordance with the briefing rules and refused to provide more details of the underground war. He said it was an ongoing work. He did not name the hospital in Beit Hanoun. I think other methods are being developed. He said, creativity and innovation work here. In Beit Hanoun, where his forces were operating, some arms suppressed the Israeli army from the tunnel shafts and said he was killed. Israel's policy recognized narrow, dark, insufficient ventilated and foldable passages. Vantage of a defensive player will have vantage of Palestinian fighters to face the other direction. He said, we know they left us too much side S. He said, such a, which joined the cover of a tunnel access shaft at the ground level, killed 4 special force reserves last week. Tunnel network safety sources say that Hamas is the attack. Smuggling and storage tunnels. Any platoon can do it. He said. Any platoon can do it. Said. The Israeli army said that 130 miles were destroyed last week, but did not give any figures for the demolished tunnels. After the action, it is difficult to analyze. It is difficult to say how many tunnels are destroyed because they are all dependent, said. Hamas refused to use hospitals as the cover of such tunnels. The Israeli rejected the claims that the Israeli forces entered on Wednesday under Gaza's largest hospital al-Shifa. Efforts to endanger hostages. Israel said that Hamas had taken about 240 people back to Gaza in the October 7 attack, where approximately 1,200 people were killed. Army officer. Hostage tunnels that may contain care not to endanger. He said, sometimes we receive indications that it may be associated with hostages. Like most of northern Gaza, Beit Hanoun was sent the land troops to try delete Hamas, while he was evacuated from civilians who fled from the south under Israel's orders. The remaining population is the only population terrorists, the officer said. Sometimes secondary explosion initiated by tunnel destruction burst will reduce building few 100 meters away. Palestinian armed men who were taken prisoner said that he provided intelligence to Israel in the tunnel network. But this information is limited. Many of them don't know the whole city. Bu